Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome once again to Watching Chickies. Now here on day 30. And hello, my little chickies. Kagome is ready and raring to go today. Braveheart is hungry as always, and our little Stormy here is a little bit worried about all this new activity from Kagome. And it is lovely to see all of you again, my friends, as we watch these three young chickens live, develop, and just have a fun little time. And for those of you who might not have seen our broadcast before, welcome. We stream regularly, each and every day, of these little chickies' lives, and we've watched them grow from day 1 till all the way here in day 30. And we have 3 lovely different breeds of chicken. Right here in stripes on top of their water dish, we have our onagadori, named Kagome. Right there in black, we have our ayam cemeni chicken, named Braveheart. Oh, and Kagome wanted to say hi to you all. Hello there, Kagome. She's gotten quite good at her short flights. And down here, just making a few peeps because she's worried about her little friend Kagome, it's our little silkie named Stormy. And all of them are part of just one happy little flock. And we have just been watching them grow on Reddit all of this time. And Kagome is quite excited. Do you want to have your blanket time? They do quite like playing on the blanket. Here, there you go. There you go. And our little Stormy here, she has different types of wings. Because of her little feathers here, being so downy soft, she can't really make the sort of sustained flights that the other chickens can make. So Dad just kind of has to give her a little bit of a lift for playtime. And our lovely ayam cemeni, Braveheart, doesn't really give us protests. He's a very friendly bird, and just kind of usually waits for Dad to help. And look at that, a little bit of chicken play as they all bounce about. Hello, my happy little flock, my little peep squad. And all of them are just so chipper today, but especially our little Kagome. Oh dear, oh dear. You see, they kind of like to use the middle area almost like a little trampoline, because of the way that I've spread the blanket. And they like to play and chase each other around. Helps them burn off a little bit of energy. And all of you little chicks are always so lovely. And for any of you just tuning in, that might want to have a little bit of chat, or, you might have a few questions about these birds, I am always free to answer your questions. We have a YouTube channel called Watching Chickies, where there is a link to it on our profile page, along with a link to our Instagram and to our Patreon. And at this time, I'd like to thank our Patreons, Kate and the Foley family. And for the Foley family, they are celebrating their 3-year anniversary today. Happy anniversary, guys. And we will be giving them, the chickies, a little extra treat today in the Foley family's honor. And that's just one of the little perks that they have for their level of their Patreon, selecting a special treat for these little birds. So in the meantime, we can just watch them live and play and go about their business. Generally speaking, I find this part of the day to be some of the calmest and the happiest of my day. It's hard to be mad, sad, or feel real bad when you are just watching these lovely young chicks. Oh, there you go, Braveheart. And you can hear a few happy little peeps coming from him. Because our brave boy does like getting his pets. And recently, I've put the perch here, right on the edge of the brooder, so Kagome can go there instead of trying to get blanket time all by herself. Because she's gotten into the habit of, trying to get out of the brooder all by herself. Which usually upsets our little Stormy, because Stormy is very much bonded to Kagome. You see how she likes to try to kind of follow her at times? Even though our Stormy sometimes is a little bit of a loner. But it takes all types in the flock and in the family. And I hope all of you who are watching today are just having a lovely day. Oh my, because these chickens certainly are. And one thing I love about our little Stormy here is just how fuzzy that she's getting each and every day. Look at those little inbuilt fuzzy pads that she's wearing. Such a lovely young chicken. I do love the silky breed, but I love each and every one of these little chickens. And for those of you just tuning in, we have 3 different breeds here. We have our lovely ayam cemeni here, named Braveheart. Ooh, hello there, my son. And we believe he is going to be a rooster. And then, up on top here, in stripes, we have our onagadori, which is an endangered Japanese breed of chicken. And then we have our little lovely silkie named Stormy. And yes, Alpha Ho, these are all still chicks, though right now they are 30 days old. Yes, you are, Braveheart, but you are lovely 30-day-old chicks. And yes, Anna, they have gotten quite a bit bigger. But that's just kind of the way of chickens. They all grow up, and you guys are just, less than 2 weeks away from going to your coop. You keep coming to the edge. Do you want to say hi to Dad? Do you want to say hi to Dad? Here you go. Here you go. Look how big our Braveheart is on my arm. And one of the things Braveheart likes to do is, he likes to hang out on my shoulder. You could come onto Dad's shoulder there. That's all right, Braveheart. Want to whisper some secrets to me? Oh dear. Oh, and if you see here, Braveheart has developed some of these lovely, luscious black feathers on his body. And we can see his tail feathers have really grown. He shall be such a magnificent rooster. Look at that lovely comb and that supreme balance. Oh my. He shall really rule the roost. Oh dear. And now he's just giving me a little bit of preening, which, they kind of do when they start to acknowledge you as sort of their flock and member of their family. All right, Braveheart. And we shall be giving them their treat from the Foley family a little bit later in the broadcast and doing their daily weigh-in. And right now, you see a lot of the time, chickens like to go to the sort of highest spot that they can manage. They feel nice and comfortable from this position because they can kind of see everything in their environment. Oh, and it looks like Braveheart wants to join the others. Oh, lovely. And a little chicken sneeze there. all of these guys had quite an active morning this morning. You know, we start these broadcasts every day at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the East Coast of the United States in the nutmeg state of Connecticut. So, you know, they have a few hours of time before these broadcasts, and especially Kagome does like to do her zoomies. But as we can see there, Braveheart does enjoy just kind of joining in. And our little Stormy there in the back, well, she's more of a watcher than a player most of the time. Her wings don't really work the same, but you know, that's all right. And Artistic Dead, hello again. I hope you are having a lovely day. Oh, Stormy. You're not playing with the other chickies, but you're just kind of sitting with yourself. Do you want to come here with Dad? Come here with Dad. It's okay. It's okay. There we go. And a little daddy time. And our little Stormy does love her little occasional daddy time, where we just kind of show her a bit of love and a bit of pets. And it's a good thing to do this with pretty much all of your chickens as they're developing, if you have them very young like this, because it keeps them just really nice and friendly as they grow up. So they don't learn that humans are, you know, something to be afraid of. Instead, they look at you as just a source of comfort and another part of their flock. And it seems Kagome got a little bit jealous there. Oh my. You landed right on the keyboard, Kagome. That's not where you belong. It's not your dad time yet. Oh dear. Let Stormy get her pets first. And February Monster, happy Friday. I hope you're having a good one. And look at our little Stormy here. Her hair is all a mess as her pom-poms are coming in. It's a little bit of a bad hair day for her, but you know what? I think she's still happy. Maybe not so much if she saw herself in the mirror. But it'll be okay. In a few weeks, you shall look glorious, our little Stormy. Yes, you will. And one of the things I really love about the silky breed of chicken is just how very soft that they feel, even as their new adult feathers come in. And yes, February Monster, it is kind of like bedhead. You know, I still have a little bit of that myself today. So we're just a matching pair, Stormy. Oh, such a lovely little bird. And I do love how even as these adult feathers are coming in, they are all just so soft and just kind of like the consistency of a fur or sort of like human hair. And Stormy is going to be our soft little bird for her whole life. Now that means that she, you know, is going to be a lot better in warmer months, but it also means that she'll never really be able to have the sort of little flights that the other birds can have, which is a little shame, but you know, it'll keep her safer in the long run. It will. It will keep you safer. I know sometimes you're a little jealous of the other two, because they can fly out of the brooder on their own. But you know, Dad's capable of just lifting you up whenever you need it, okay? And she does get a little forlorn whenever our little Kagome decides just to jump out of the brooder and just have her own private blanket time, which she did about 3 times this morning. Such a naughty little Kagome. I can always tell because I can hear our little Stormy just kind of yell out for her in little plaintive cheeps. Oh, yes, Stormy. And you could occasionally hear little happy cheeps coming out of our little Stormy. But occasionally, they kind of change tone, and you can hear her sort of become questioning as she looks out towards the other chickens. And she's like, Dad, come on. Maybe I want to go with the others. Oh, good afternoon, the blind scribe. The chickies are doing wonderfully. And very soon, we will be going over their treat for today. Yes, yes. Did you hear the word treat there? Oh my. Well, our little Stormy here, even though she is the smallest of our flock, is the exact same age as all the others. The silky breed of chicken, tends to be a little bit smaller than the ayam cemeni and the onagadori. The other two are probably going to be at the very least a pound or two heavier when they're fully grown. But our little Stormy here tends to be the bravest when trying new food. And Dino Boy Luke, the 1:30 stream times start tomorrow. Today was the last day of starting at 12 p.m. So from tomorrow, Saturday, through to the next Saturday, we will be starting these streams at 1:30 p.m. And the max that I'll be able to stay with you guys each day is an hour, because then I have to get onto Zoom for a writing conference that I'm a part of. But I'll always make sure to come in and say hi to you all. Oh, and Daunting Walnut, I always appreciate the hugs. Lovely. Oh, and little Stormy here has gotten so content. And for those of you who want to listen to my first attempt at doing a little bit of narration, sort of audiobook style, you can see that on our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies, in which I've started a new segment, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll have a few more up, called Richard Reads. And there's a link on our profile page to our YouTube channel. And I have gotten some suggestions from people that maybe in the future I might want to do some of these streams on Twitch. So I am considering, possibly in the future, once my sort of writers conference is done, doing the weekend streams on Twitch instead of Reddit. What do you guys think? It might be something to try, a little experiment. And then, as always, we can re-upload these videos on YouTube. But I never want to leave all of you guys who have found me on Reddit behind. So we could always just do all of these weekday videos here on Reddit. Oh, there you go. You basically have a little mohawk now, my little Stormy. I could style your hair. Oh, lovely. Oh, I think she's liking it. Oh, an artistic dead, thank you. Well, I hope your friends have enjoyed this. Oh, Dino Boy Luke, I was saying that maybe I'm going to try on the weekends, starting in a couple of weeks, to try Twitch instead of Reddit, just for the weekend, so that would be Saturdays and Sundays. Just as a little experiment. Lovely. And, ooh, a little chicken sneeze. Oh my. well, send anything. These are all little chickens. This little chicken is our Stormy, who is a little silky chicken. And up here, watching Dad with curiosity in black, is our ayam cemeni, named Braveheart. And the striped one is our onagadori, which is an endangered Japanese breed of chicken named Kagome. And Annoyed NYC, we haven't actually made a Twitch profile yet, but I will be making a link when we do. Ooh, Dino Boy Luke. Well, I have been doing these lunchtime streams. I'm not sure if the lunchtime streams are still good for, those of you still in school watching. But we do upload all of these streams to our YouTube page as well. Oh, look at you. Look at you, my little Stormy. And we've been watching these little chickens for all of their lives. Today is day 30 of their life. And they've been together every single day as a happy little flock. And if you want, you could go to our YouTube page where we have re-uploaded all of these streams and watch them for when they were so tiny I could fit all 3 into one hand. There we go. There we go, my little Stormy. And these lovely chickens are going to have a new treat today. So we also have a Patreon, in which we have 2 lovely Patreon members at the moment, Kate and the Foley family. And today, I want to wish the Foley family a happy 3rd anniversary and have so many happy more years after this. And on their behalf, we are giving the little Chickies a special treat today. We are giving them some little cucumber slices put together with yogurt. 2 of their favorite little treats put together. And we will see how much they enjoy it today. How about it, Kagome? How about it, Braveheart? Lovely. So, Mr. Nuddles, you are getting chickens today. Congratulations. Handling your chicks, giving them pets, are definitely a great way of making sure that they become affectionate towards you. They need to get used to you, and you'll help them grow up into much more social and affectionate chickens. Oh, and hello there in Dublin. I hope you're having some nice weather today. I know we're having a good day here, right, little Stormy? Well, you know what? Now is a good time to try their new treat for the day. How about it, guys? Or should I wait until after your daily weigh-in? Because one of the things as a responsible chicken owner that we're doing here is doing little daily weigh-ins to make sure our chickens are growing at a good pace and they're not getting sick. Oh. And Skin wanted me to give you a little pet on the head there. Lovely. And look, we see 2 of our lovely chickens just using the perch. And I put the perch here, right on the edge of the brooder. And look, now they're using it. Oh, so lovely, Kagome. So lovely. Oh, dear, Kagome. There we go. There we go. Well, that went unbalanced. Oh, dear. I didn't think that both of you at the same time would unbalance it after our tests, but there we go. You have gotten so much heavier. Oh, dear. There we go. Well, now it's the time for your treats. And all of these guys are members of our family and friends for life, so they shall not be eaten. There we go. And all of these chickens are 30 days old. And once they get to 6 weeks, we shall be moving them to their coop outside. So I'm going to see if they're interested in trying. Ooh. And this is cucumber with some yogurt. And as we can see, Stormy immediately went ahead and took a big chunk. Braveheart, Braveheart. Ooh, Kagome, they do like playing keep away with each other. Oh dear, oh dear. And you know, chickens can get a little bit territorial, but that's all right. You know, they're all kinds of siblings and they like to play these games together. And as we can see there, Stormy absolutely adores yogurt. And they all have now developed a little bit of a taste for cucumber ever since we introduced it to them yesterday. Oh dear, guys. And let's see if they just want to get it from here. They always prefer when sort of Dad feeds it to them directly. There you go, our little Stormy. There you go. And for some reason, they almost prefer stealing food from each other rather than just taking it for themselves. Except in Stormy's case, she's our little foodie. There you go, Stormy. Eat up, it's okay. Did you already have your fill? Oh, and Silver Koenig. No. Don't ever feed your chickens chicken. That would be a very sort of wrong thing to do. I would never do anything like that. But you know, I would feed our chickens little bits of yogurt and these lovely, healthy bits of cucumber. Lovely. Look how much our little Stormy is enjoying it. Oh dear, oh dear. Kagome, do you want to eat some too, or is it all just Stormy's treat today? Oh, and yes, I love our little Stormy's fuzzy little feet. And for those of you just joining that might have missed before, we have 3 different breeds of chicken here. We have our black one, Braveheart, who is an ayam cemeni. We have our little silkie Stormy here. And then we have our onagadori, Kagome, who is an endangered Japanese breed. And it's pink, 1996. Oh, Braveheart does like the occasional cucumber, we found out yesterday. But you know, I think he's a little bit wary of the spoon. Oh, and Filippo Funness, hello there in London. You know, I have some family members with a place in London. One day it would be lovely to go there, but I'm not sure if we could ever bring these chickens there. I think there probably would be rules against that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, Stormy's making some noises, so you know what? After we do the weigh-in, I'll be putting the remainder of their cucumbers in their feeder, and then we'll be watching to see if they eat the rest. So one of the things we like to do is just to do our weigh-in every day. And yesterday, Braveheart was 168 grams, Kagome was 162, and Stormy got up to an impressive 117. So guys, I know it's not your favorite time of the day, but we will be doing your weigh-in. I know you don't like it, but you know, there'll be a treat at the end. There'll be a treat. Oh dear. I know, Stormy, you knew what was coming. You knew what was coming. There we go. There we go. Oh my, Stormy. 123 grams. That is quite nice. You gained a whole 6 grams overnight. Such a lovely little chicken. And back into the brooder with you. And then you shall be getting some more treats. Ooh, and it looks like Kagome just found another little piece of cucumber she spread around on the sheets. Oh, well, the blind scribe, I will be, continuing to do the weigh-ins until they're just fully grown. Just to make sure nothing is ever going wrong with them, or they suddenly stop eating. Oh, and here we go. Here we go. Come here, Kagome. I know, you're our fussiest bird. You're our fussiest bird. Oh. Well, that was almost civil of you. Oh, dear. Okay, let's see. 172, 73, 172 and a half. Oh my, Kagome. Kagome gained over 10 grams. Oh dear. Oh dear, Kagome. How did you manage that? Oh, lovely, lovely. Well, that is so good, Kagome, and you are definitely going to get a treat. All right, our little Braveheart, I know this is not fun for you, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Braveheart. We've done this before. 178 grams from our Braveheart. Lovely. So our Braveheart gained 10 grams. Okay, my boy. Okay, come here. There we go. And let's have a little bit of fun there with Stormy, who immediately sounds a lot happier. Oh dear. The blind scribe, you know what? The cucumber could definitely have a big influence on their weight jump today, because they ate quite a bit of it yesterday. And come here, Kagome, come here. I know you want to go with the others. Such a fussy little chick. There we go. And here, guys, here is your treat for being such lovely, lovely chicks. There you go. Right there. Ooh. And little Stormy took some for herself straight away. And there we go. There's a little bit more. And we found yesterday, when leaving a bunch in the middle, that they ended up eating all of it for the rest of the day. And in spite of it all, 77. Well, what you're seeing here are 3 young chickens just in the middle of growing up. They're all 30 days old, and they're just in this sort of transition between being just little baby chicks and being full-grown chickens. And guitar player 420, you're seeing 3 different breeds of chickens. The black one is our ayam cemeni, which is a Southeast Asian chicken, well known for their black feathers and their black coloration that goes all the way down to their organs. The striped one is our onagadori, which is a Japanese breed that's endangered and well known for its roosters that have tails that grow out to be 18 to 20 feet in length. And her name is Kagome. And then our little fuzzy chick here is Stormy in gray. She is a silkie, and silkies are well known for having these very furry feathers their entire lives. And all of these guys came from a place called Feather Lover Farms in California. And they were overnight shipped to us the day that they were hatched. And since then, they've lived with my family here for all 30 days of their lives. and they are now members of our family and friends for life. And they have been such a joy to be around. And I'd like to thank again our Patreons, Kate, and the Foley family, who is having a very, hopefully lovely 3rd anniversary today. And the Foley family chose the treat for the Chickies today. And today it is cucumber mixed with their favorite plain yogurt. And they are all loving it so much. And that's just one of the perks of their Patreon level. And if any of you are interested in helping support these daily streams, feel free to check out our Patreon. And there's a link to it in my profile page. Oh, and Guitar Player 420 holding chickens are quite lovely. They are. And especially when you hand raise them when they're young like this. So, if Braveheart was a hen, would she lay black eggs? Well, if Braveheart was a hen, ayam cemanis tend to either sort of lay creamy white or pink eggs. A pink egg would definitely look interesting. And H.C. Wells, well, generally speaking, these guys should live at least to be about 12 years old. Though I am hoping that, they are going to be, at the very least, well, I hope they live to be at least 18. We're going to try to give them, long, happy, and healthy lives. And, all of these chicken breeds did originate in Asia. The ayam cemeni originated in Southeast Asia. The onagadori is a Japanese breed. And the silkie breed of chicken originally came out of ancient China. Out of all of them, I believe it is the silkie breed that is the oldest breed that is present here. They're over 2,000 years old, the breed. Oh, the blind scribe. Well, I hope that you guys have a lovely day, and see you tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. for our next stream. Oh, and hello there in California. Deseratic. And these little chicks were originally from California themselves. They were hatched there, and then they took an overnight journey over here to the East Coast in the nutmeg state of Connecticut. And so if they sleep in your bedroom, are they ever loud during the night? Well, February Monster, I could be wrong. When I last looked it up, I thought ayam cemeni originally were from Southeast Asia. But, I could be wrong. I'll look it up again after today's broadcast. And when you are wrong about something, it's always okay to admit that you've made a mistake and to do more research. And, let's see. So, Flamingo is my god asked, if they sleep in your bedroom, are they ever loud during the night? Well, generally speaking, the chicks like to have little conversations during the day. You could kind of hear them talking now as they're happily eating away. But when we turn out the lights, generally speaking, they get really, really quiet, and they all kind of go here in the corner in their little bit of bedding, and they all go to sleep. Oh, okay, so I was right, February Monster. Originally from Indonesia. And Schneider 1999, did Mohammed have chickens? Well, chickens have been around for at least a couple of thousand years, so it's quite possible that he did. Azat asks, how many eggs will they lay in the month? Well, all of these chickens are not well known for their egg-laying abilities. You know, they're smaller breeds, and they're generally pretty healthy. They'll be a little bit longer lived than some breeds that are raised more for their meat and their egg-laying abilities. I would be surprised if we get more than about 2 or 3 eggs a week from these guys during the year. And they'll start laying eggs at about 6 months old. And that's a lovely fact there, February monster. Ayam means chicken, and cemeni means thoroughly black, down to the bones. With a name that is Indonesian. And Deseratic says that he loves you guys. Well, it's so hard not to love all of you beautiful little chicks. And look at that. They have already eaten almost all of their treat for the day. Guys, they are just loving these cucumbers mixed with yogurt. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh yes, the first Hanar Spectre. You know, researching chicken keeping is definitely, you know, a good first step if you are interested in ever getting chickens. And they can make lovely little partners in life. Lovely little pets. Especially if you are looking for a bird that, you know, you might want to keep indoors, I would definitely recommend to you guys, you know, some silkies. Because when we're getting to the ayam cemeni and the onagadori, you know, they're definitely going to need some outdoor space. And all of these guys are so lovely. And 2100, of course. We can give these little guys all of the pets in the world. And they are all just lovely birds. Yes, even you, Kagome, who can be a little fussy at times. And H.C. Wells, well, I do love people calling me the Bob Ross of chickens. And I love all of the time that we have gotten to spend here with you all. And we are down to the last 3 minutes of our broadcast for today. But you know, guys, we will be back tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. And you know, we do air every single day, and we have changed the schedule for the upcoming week because I have a writers' conference that I'm a part of for the next week. So I'll only have about an hour a day for the next week to spend with you. But that's all right. Oh, an overpriced bagel. Thank you for the gold. And now we have about 6.5 more minutes together. And Mikey Percy-Foo. Yes, the silkie is the only one with fuzzy little feet. The others have grown these magnificent little chicken legs, but they are all bare. And that's just because of the difference in all of their different breeds. And Yoink Child, in the future, you know, we'll happily accept, you know, a few little donations from the chickens of their eggs. Though we will be keeping a close watch, you know, using some lights to see if any of them are fertilized. If it does turn out that our Braveheart is a rooster. Because once we have a rooster as part of a flock, we could potentially get more chicks. But, you know, if you eat, you know, if you have no roosters in your flock, then none of the eggs will ever develop into chickens. Lovely. Oh my. Oh, overpriced bagel. No. I don't think I'd ever want to buy an overpriced bagel. Maybe a properly priced bagel. And H.C. Wells, yes, Eastern Standard Time, which is over here on the east coast of the United States of America. So, you know, for those of you who are in other countries, you might have to look up what the exact time difference is, but we also upload these episodes to our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies, so you can always watch them after the fact. And these are actually our first ever chickens. So the only chickens we have ever had are our onagadori, Kagome, our little silkie, Stormy, and our ayam, cemeni, Braveheart. And for those of you interested in hearing my first foray into audio narration, check out our YouTube channel, Watching Chickies, where I have released our first episode of Richard Reads. And, you know, here in these last 3 minutes, we just see the chickens happily going about. They've had a really nice time playing around. And our little Stormy has a piece of cucumber that she's playing keep away for the others. Oh my, they do like playing and chasing each other about. Oh dear, Stormy. Well, she ate it. Good girl, good girl. I love to see you guys getting along and just playing around. Oh, well, it's lovely. N8IV3GL Gamer, that you have raised chickens and ducklings and goslings. You must have had many, many happy days with them. So, when Kagome or Stormy has chicks, you know, I think we'll let them sort of raise them. But, you know, we'll be present and we'll be there to help socialize them and get them used to people, so they're not too wary of us in the future. Because we want them to be happy and socialized chickens, so they see us as part of their flock as well. And such lovely plumage you have now, Kagome. Look how she's just showing off all of these new adult feathers as she does a bit of preening. You are such a lovely bird. And you are going to be such a stunner when you are fully grown. Oh my. So, young child, to house fully grown chickens, first you need to make sure that they're allowed in your town or city. You have to look up local laws and regulations, but I would recommend that you get a coop for them that has enough space for them to sort of move around and sleep safely, so they are not in any danger of any sort of predators. And then, you know, when they're young, you just need to keep a very close eye on them until they're fully grown, because things like cats can be a danger to very young chickens. If you have any neighborhood cats just sort of roaming around, they could fall prey to them. So, you know, one of the things I'm going to do until they're about 6 months old is probably when they're outside, you know, stay out with them a few hours each day outside and just make sure that they're nice and safe, because we do have some neighborhood cats and I wouldn't want them to fall victim to them. Oh, and we're here in our last minute of airtime, and I'd like to say thank you to all of you who are watching this broadcast, and a very, very special thank you to our Patreons, Kate and the Foley family, who keep these broadcasts coming to all of you fine people every single day. And if any of you want to join our Patreon, there's a link to it in our profile, along with our YouTube page, in which we re-upload these streams every day. So until tomorrow at 1:30, I'd like to say thank you, and we'll see you again all soon. Take care, everyone.